The neuroscience of loneliness and how it affects your well-being. What is loneliness? Loneliness is a feeling of isolation and emptiness that can be triggered by the absence of friends, family, or partners. It's a feeling that can be both physical and emotional. Loneliness can affect you and is often the result of unfortunate life changes, such as the death of a loved one or divorce. Or it could be due to other factors, like losing your job or having an illness. It also comes with an increased risk for mental health problems, such as depression and anxiety. The neuroscience of loneliness. Loneliness is one of the most prevalent mental health issues in the world. It has been linked to a variety of negative effects on physical and mental health. The feeling of loneliness has been studied extensively by neuroscientists over the past few years. The research has shown that loneliness is not only a feeling but also a measurable state of being. Loneliness can be observed as an altered physiological state in the brain, which can be identified by changes in neural activity and connectivity between brain regions. Health risks. If you compare the negative health effects of smoking 15 cigarettes a day to those of being lonely, living alone, and having poor social connections, you will see that they are comparable. Isolation is more harmful than being overweight. Heart disease and stroke are more likely to happen to people who feel lonely and alone. The risk of hypertension is raised when an individual feels isolated. In addition to being a risk factor for depression in old age, loneliness has been linked to an increased risk of death from any cause. People are more likely to lose their minds and get dementia if they are lonely and don't have many friends. Why do people feel so alone? The root causes of loneliness are diverse and may surprise you. Sometimes it's hard to put our finger on exactly what it is about a situation that leaves us feeling isolated. Some people may experience loneliness as a result of grieving the loss of a loved one, struggling through the aftermath of a breakup, leaving the job and the people they knew behind, or they retired. When they're constantly jumping from job to job and coming to resent their coworkers, attending college for the first time, relocation to a new location without the support system provided by friends, family, or neighbors. In some cases, studies have found that certain demographics or life circumstances make people more susceptible to isolation. For instance, if you lack of any social support system, find it difficult to keep up a social life if you are a single parent or caretaker, are member of underrepresented groups who have been isolated from others like you, cannot participate in group activities because of physical limitations or financial constraints, people who have a disability or long-term health problem, including mental health problems, are often subjected to discrimination and stigma. You encounter bias and prejudice because of who you are, whether in terms of race, gender, or sexual orientation. If you've ever been the victim of sexual or physical abuse, you might find it difficult to develop trusting relationships with others. Defeat loneliness with these 8 strategies. Happily, there are numerous approaches we can take to counteract the negative effects of isolation. The best ways to combat feelings of isolation include: participate in a group. Joining a class or club, whether it be an art class, an exercise class, or a book club, will put you in touch with a group of people who share at least one of your interests. If you want to know what's offered in your area, you should visit your public library, community college, and parks and recreation department. Feeling more at home in the world is a common benefit of enrolling in a course or joining a society. This can help you feel less lonely, boost your imagination, and provide a daily highlight. Volunteer. The social, group, and experiential benefits of volunteering for a cause you care about are similar to those of enrolling in a course or joining a club. It's a win-win because you get to help other people, and your life has a greater purpose. This can not only help you feel less alone, but it can also make you happier and more fulfilled overall. Helping people who are less fortunate than you can also make you appreciate what you have more. Check out online resources. A lot of people are on the lookout for friends or romantic interests online because loneliness is a common problem. Join a Facebook group or a meetup group devoted to your interests to find people who share them. Do some research to see if the apps you use, especially those related to your fitness or workout routine, have any kind of social feature or forum that you can join. While it's important to be wary of who you share personal information with online, like your bank account number, you can find genuine solace, connection, and lasting friendships with people you meet on the internet. Be aware that social media can make you feel more alone and give you FOMO, fear of missing out. If you're feeling these things, it's important to check in with yourself. Maintain and reinforce your current connections. There are probably people in your life right now that you could spend more time with, or familial ties that could be strengthened. If that's the case, why not put in more effort to maintain and strengthen your existing friendships by calling and seeing them more frequently and engaging in other fun activities together? If you're having trouble getting in touch with loved ones, baby steps can be helpful to get the ball rolling. Think of one encouraging person in your life that you might be able to reach out to for some advice or comfort. Knowing that having a strong social support system is good for your mental health is comforting as well. Get a pet. Dogs and cats, in particular, can alleviate their owners' feelings of isolation, which is just one of the many ways in which pets improve people's quality of life. Rehoming a pet is a multifaceted approach to combating isolation. It combines the positive effects of helping others and having a companion. It's a great way to meet new people, as dog walking introduces you to a network of people who share your interest in doing so, and as any dog owner knows, a cute pooch on a leash is a surefire way to attract attention. In addition, the unconditional love that pets offer can be a wonderful antidote to isolation. Engage in random conversations with complete strangers. Finding common ground in everyday life is as simple as engaging in brief exchanges with people you know or people you've never met. To the contrary, studies have shown that these interactions improve our mental health and strengthen our relationships. If you see your neighbor while out for a walk or while getting a cup of coffee, introduce yourself. Your mood could improve afterward. Take good care of yourself. Feeling lonely? Make sure you're still taking care of yourself in other ways. When feeling down, it is especially important to take care of yourself. Taking care of your health by eating right, working out, and getting plenty of sleep will pay off in the long run. Take a fitness class or sign up for a running group to get in shape and meet new people. Stay active. Try setting up a date with yourself to take your mind off of how lonely you feel. Can you think of a hobby you've been meaning to try or a DIY project around the house that you've been putting off? Spend time on activities that interest you and help keep your mind active.
If you think this video was helpful in understanding a bit more about human behavior, please make sure you subscribe and push the thumb up button for more videos to come.